Okay, so send you guys a link into chat. After I send the link, let's go ahead and just exit out of this chat. So here's this. Go ahead and join that one, okay? All right, see you in a sec. There we go.
Hey, it's working now.
Yep, and I can see you too.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Turns out it doesn't like Firefox.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
Yeah.
Golly.
Especially since if you ask the BYUI tech support, they all say Firefox is the way to do everything.
That's right. That's funny. So I think like this one is the most friendly with Google Chrome.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. Let me try one more invite form.
Let's see. Wonder what browser he's using that might have.
Yeah.
So did you have to do this through your YouTube account?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm basically just live streaming a Hangout on the Google account or on the YouTube account, and then I just send um the link to this broadcast to on the discussion board.
Nice. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Well, while we're waiting for them, at least we can just kind of start. So, were you able to do the little prep assignment and the reading and whatnot?
I did the prep reading, and I glanced at the PowerPoint. I didn't really go into it in a great amount of detail.
Cool. Well, as long as you did the reading, you'll have a good idea what it is.
Yeah.
Did you do the little the quiz prep assignment thing?
No, I didn't.
Okay. All right, then we can just kind of go through that, because literally,
that was the meeting quiz you're talking about, or is
yes,
something else?
So they have the little quiz meeting assignment, or that little. So let me go see exactly what it's called here.
Because there's the individual prep, and then there's the group quiz. And my
Mhm.
understanding was we did the group quiz
Mhm.
during the meeting as a group.
Right, and so in the individual preparation, they also have
Oh, I see what I missed.
the group
Okay.
quiz, the chapter 9 group quiz questions, and so you can fill that out and and we can talk about it as a group. And that quiz questions file is literally the quiz.
I'll make sure to come more prepared for it. I missed that part this time.
Oh, you're fine. I've got it pulled up, so if you want to just pull that up, we can kind of just go through it briefly.
Yeah.
It's pretty. This wasn't a very in-depth chapter or anything like that, so I think
Yeah. Yes.
I think we'll be okay.
Not nearly as much algebra as most of the others.
Yeah, no kidding. There was a little bit of a little bit because you have to find in this one you do have to find the customer or the consumer surplus and the producer surplus, so you have to take the area
A
of some
plus B
triangles.
plus D. Yeah.
So you have to find the area of these little triangles where those are at, and then you add them up. And so I mean that's not hard. So, but let's see. All right, I'll send him another.
Let's see here.
There we go. Hey, we got you.
Hey.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay.
So Wesley, I just told him he was on the other one with me, so I got him. So,
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So perfect. Yeah. Just tell him to join the link there.
got it.
There we go.
Hey, what's up, dude?
We all made it. This
Yeah, we all got it.
sweet. Man, this is a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I know. I can. The group stuff can be. I have another group that meets twice a week, so
God.
I meet. I have group meetings Mondays, group meetings Tuesdays, and group meetings Wednesdays.
Sounds like,
So-
sounds
Are you
like
doing
class.
math, the statistics class as well?
I am. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one's a pain.
Yeah. So I get that joy right now, which is
Yeah.
great. So, well, okay, gentlemen. Start. So before you guys came in here, Mr. Edward and I were discussing a little bit about the quiz.
Yeah.
Did either of you two have a chance to look through the quiz questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, I filled out the whole thing, so we're good.
Perfect. Okay. Awesome.
Got my answers down
Okay. So if everyone can kind of pull that up, and then we'll just kind of briefly go through it before we actually take the quiz, because it's literally the quiz. That way we can kind of see where our answer should be. If we have any questions and whatnot, that way we can just go into the quiz and just go straight down the list and be able to answer all of them and be done lickety split.
Cool.
And then
All right.
let me know when everyone has that pulled up.
I'm good.
I'm good too.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. And then sure enough, I just lost mine.
Oh man.
Oh, fail. Okay, I got it. There it is. All right. Okay, so we'll start with number one. So the whole assuming Guatemala that the domestic price of coffee without international trade is higher than the world price of coffee suggests that, and the answer I chose was D.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And then moving on to 2, so the supposed nation of Canada forbids international trade. In Canada, you can obtain a hockey stick by trading 5 baseball bats. In other countries, you can obtain a hockey stick by trading 8 baseball bats. The facts indicate that. So I was kind of torn between C or D. What did you guys have on that?
I got C.
Okay,
I got D.
okay. What about you, Edward?
I'm looking over it right now. This is
Okay,
the one that I missed looking at.
gotcha. So I can't. I want to say it's C, just because we don't know if they have an absolute advantage, because we don't know if they're actually more just efficient in general, like if they're producing more. But we do
Yeah.
know that they do have the comparative advantage, because it's only 5 baseball bats for 1 hockey stick. So
Or
they're
is it a question because Canada's forbidding international trade? Are they more efficient at producing hockey sticks?
yeah. So it's kind of one of those things. So we can see by trading the 5 baseball bats to get 1 hockey stick that their opportunity cost is lower, right? Than the 8 baseball bats for 1 hockey stick.
Yeah, I'd have to say C actually. Now that I'm reading over it again,
Because
they don't, like you said, Canada. We don't know if Canada has an absolute advantage over other countries in producing hockey sticks.
yeah, we just know they have comparative.
Yeah, it's not like they. It doesn't say anywhere that they're like number one in the world over every country producing hockey sticks.
Yeah. So are we safe to? Or do we all agree on C then?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. So 3, the pattern of trade among nations are primarily determined by. I had C.
Same
Yeah,
here.
I did too.
Okay. And then 4, this one was a little tricky for me just because I was trying to envision it in my head and I got kerbobbled. But after a country goes from disallowing trade in coffee with other countries to allowing trade in coffee with other countries, so I want to say that their price would be lower when they would initiate trade, because then they would get profits off the exports, right?
But we don't know if they're importing or exporting in this case, though. So I would
True.
go with C, that it would be equal to the world price of coffee.
That's what I got.
That's what I got too.
Okay, cool. Then we'll go with that. All right, perfect. So this scenario, the before trade domestic price of peaches in the United States is $40 per bushel. The world price of peaches is $52 per bushel. The U.S. is a price taker in the market for peaches. So if trade in peaches is allowed, the United States will.
I put B.
B.
Yeah, I had B as well. Perfect. And then 6, Trade enhances the economic well-being of a nation in the sense that, and I had B.
Yeah.
I got A, but I'm probably wrong.
Oh, okay. So I do know, like, so let's see. I really liked the PowerPoint because it kind of made things pretty easy to see. And they had, let's see, they had a good explanation of this here.
See, I would have put, or I've got C because depending on whether you're an importer or an exporter, it could be domestic producers or the domestic consumers who ultimately benefit.
Right. So it would basically determine if they were, but we actually could find out if they are, because if they're doing $40 per bushel domestic price and $52 per bushel in the world price, it would make
Is
more
this
sense.
referring to the same scenario though?
Yeah, so it says number 5, refer to scenario 9.1.
I'm sorry, I thought we'd moved on to 6.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Wait. Wait, we're still on 5, right?
No, we're on 6.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. So 7, I got C. Or sorry, 6, I got Oh, okay. Sorry, I guess I got mixed up. So we said, what did we say for 5?
5 we said B.
5 we said B.
B.
Okay, perfect. And then 6, trade enhances the economic well-being of a nation in the sense that. So we're not referring to the 9.1 anymore. So that's my bad. We do know though, yeah, trade results in an increase in total surplus. That would be it.
So it'd be
So
C.
it'd be C, because no matter what, it always ends up in total surplus. And that's why I really like the PowerPoint. There's a slide that says whether a good is imported or exported, trade creates winners and losers, but the gains exceed the losers. So there's always surplus. There's always gain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So 6 should be C. All right, so now we got 7. If this country allows free trade in tricycles, so free trade.
I got A.
Yeah, I got A.
For 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I had C, but I wonder why I had C. I don't know why. Okay. All right. Everyone good with A there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now number 8, when a country allows trade and becomes an exporter of a good, which of the following is not a consequence?
I got C.
Same here.
I did too. Okay, and then 9, with trade, producer surplus is. So that's just a little bit of math. I got A.
A.
Mhm.
Yeah, I struggled with this one. So, actually, quick question on this. So do you basically? I kind of didn't understand how to find this answer. Do you basically just take like the area of
Of the
like how do you
triangle.
guys, yeah, okay, and that's how you do it? All right.
Yep. Yep.
Cool.
That's essentially it. You just find the areas of the triangle, and then if you have to find multiple ones, you just add them up.
Okay.
So
Cool.
it's not.
That's what I did. I just kept on. I guess I just didn't really do it right. All right, that makes
You're
sense. You know.
Yeah, and just so you know, to find the area of a triangle, I believe it's the base or the length times the height, whatever, divided by 2. Mm-hmm.
Basically, treat it like a square, then divide it by 2.
Yeah, Exactly.
Cool. Okay, awesome. That means I got the other ones all right then. Which is good.
Perfect. Awesome. So then we're to number 10.
Cool.
10. I got, so without trade, customer surplus is, and I got B.
Yeah.
Okay. Does everyone agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't done the math on that one, but I trust you.
Okay. Alrighty. And then we're moving to 11. Without trade, total surplus in the Guatemalan coffee market amounts to. So basically, you add the producer and consumer surplus, and additionally, the extra surplus from G. And I got C.
I must have done this one wrong. I got B.
Okay. So let's see. Define total surplus. Wait a minute. So they're doing with trade. So it would be the world price.
So it's A, B, C, D, F, G.
A, B, C, D, F. Oh, and G.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I
So-
went wrong. I think I forgot to put G in there.
So basically all I did is I just took that big triangle, so like that contains A, B, D, and the big triangle that
Yeah.
contains C and F. Found
Big
those.
right triangle.
Mm-hmm. So I found those and I found G and then added them together.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's C. I think I forgot to add G in there as well.
Okay. So does everyone agree with C then? Okay. All right, so number 12 I actually didn't get. So when the country moves from free trade to trade and a tariff, consumer surplus. So did anyone have any thoughts on 12?
I mean, I got B,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm probably not the most trusty source on this one.
Oh, brother.
I got B too, but I was kind of torn on it.
Yeah, same with
Okay.
me.
All right.
B and C.
B and C.
B and D are the questions.
Oh, B and D. Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like I don't even remember how I got this one. Oh yeah, okay.
So let's see. I know that there's deadweight loss when there's tariffs. So you have the triangle. So did you guys cut the price off from the world price plus tariff? You just used that spot right there and just basically calculated everything between domestic supply and the world price plus tariff, right?
Oh, and let me. This one was really confusing. It took a while. Let me see if I can remember what I did.
Okay.
I think okay. So I found the whole triangle A, B, C, D, E, and F.
Mm-hmm.
I found the area of that whole triangle, and then what did I do?
Let's see.
I just made an educated guess on this one because I knew it was a decrease with the tariff. So I just
Right.
kind of guessed would be.
Right.
I really can't. I can't remember how I got this.
Oh, it's all good.
I'm like looking over my math that I did, and it just doesn't. Kind of weird. Okay.
C plus G. So consumer surplus is what we need to find, right?
Yeah.
So consumer surplus, I believe. Doesn't it go up technically, or is it unchanged? Because
Well, consumer surplus would go down because price goes up.
Okay.
This,
Because with consumer surplus, wouldn't it basically be like, let's see, it would be everything between 60 and $30, right? Or sorry, 60 and $28. So it would be all of those. Actually, I think it would be everything at world price technically. So it would be everything between the 20 and 60,
yeah.
and then you'd go all the way over to the point where world price meets domestic demand.
So yeah, A, B, C, D.
Be
I labeled.
81-ish.
Yeah.
So
Because you have to subtract the deadweight loss that's taken. So
I think
that
that-
would be,
I think it comes out to 1,600.
okay. So let's see.
I think what I did was I found the area of that triangle 1,600, and then I subtracted it from after the tariff, which was A plus B, and I subtracted the area of A plus B from 1,600, and I think that was 1,600 minus 1,040.
Okay.
Which is weird because it still doesn't give you an exact like answer
Mm-hmm.
because I got 560 out of that.
Yeah.
So just doing a quick calculation on the consumer side of it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting 580,
Okay.
but also it's tough to tell where exactly these lines are coming down, so I may be off by a bit.
And that's what happened to me because I got 560, and so I think I was a little bit under on my estimation of where the lines were.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Because if you treat on the world price without tariffs, if you treat that as 80, you're going to get 1,600. If you treat it as 81, you're going to get 1,620.
Okay, yeah,
So,
and that's what I got 1,600.
Cool. Well, I think it's safe to say then, if the consumer surplus is decreasing, then that means producer surplus has to increase.
Yeah, by
so
and
with the rough math, the closest I'm coming is B.
Yeah,
yeah,
that looks like it's about the right answer. Do you agree with that, Wyatt?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, cool. That was a little fun one.
yeah, that one sucked.
All right. So the nation of Aquilonia has decided to end its policy of not trading with the rest of the world. When it ends its trade restrictions, it discovers that it is importing rice, exporting steel, and neither importing nor exporting TVs. So we can conclude that producer surplus in Aquilonia is. So if they're importing rice and exporting steel, that means that the producers will be getting rises off the exports and falls off the imports.
And TV should stay unchanged. So I got A on that one.
Yeah, I did too.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay, good. I was a little unsure on that one when I answered it, but glad to know I was thinking a little bit right.
There you go. Hey, check it out.
if other people got it, so
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Let's see. 14. The deadweight loss created by the tariff is represented by the area. I had D and F, so B.
Yep.
Okay. 14, yeah. Now 15. Suppose the government imposes a tariff of $20 per unit relative to the free trade outcome. The imposition of the tariff, and for this one, I kind of guessed on this one.
I had no idea. I didn't even do it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I kind of guessed. So if it's $20 per unit. Oh man. I put A, but I'm not 100% if that's right.
I guess B, so yeah, I don't really know either.
Yeah. Um.
What about you, Edward? What did you get from that?
I didn't get to look at this one beforehand, so
Yeah.
I would agree that it decreases imports by 300 units. So it's going to be A or B. Now, as to producer surplus,
So if it's
it
decreasing,
should be 300 units that it increases by as well.
yeah. So because if it's decreasing imports by 300, that means that the producers or the
Oh, yeah.
producer surplus should increase by the amount it decreases.
I would agree with that. So I'm going with A on that one.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Okay.
Because I mean, if it's not 300, and if it was 600, I guess it could be A or B, right? Or sorry, A or D. So if it's 300, then it's A. If it's 600, then it's D. I don't know how to figure the units in that. That's the issue. So
Well, let me get back to that. We're moving up in price by 20, right?
so $20 per unit.
Per unit.
So
So at $40, an increase in 20 is a shift. You go up 2 and over 3. It's basically
up 2 and over
what I'm
3.
looking at.
So it'd be 40. Oh yeah, so it'd be about 300 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually think I get it now.
Okay.
So up to over 3.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So we'll agree on A then. And then 16, the amount of revenue collected by the government from the tariff is. So I did the area between, so that the world price plus tariff and then the world price. So that box in the very middle between 200 and 400. So I got A.
Yeah, I did too.
Okay. Does everyone agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then 17, the general agreement on tariffs and trade was initiated in response to, and it was in the reading that it's D, high tariffs imposed during the Great Depression of the 1930s.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Cool. And then 18, the infant industry agreement. So that what I thought it was is A, it's based on the belief that protecting industries when they are young will pay off later.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Okay. You guys agree with that?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, then 19, which of the following arguments for trade restrictions is often advanced? I put D.
I
So the
kind of
national-
guessed. Yeah, I
Okay.
kind of guessed on this one and put B.
Okay. Gotcha.
It seemed like that's one that they spent the most time on
Yeah.
in the book.
Because technically, like, you can't really disprove it, but you can have an argument for it, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that, in my mind, seems that it is kind of complex or advanced or whatnot. So
Okay. Yeah, D sounds good to me because I wasn't
Perfect.
100% sure when I put it down B.
cool. Okay. And then last one, 20. Economists view the fact that Florida grows oranges, Texas pumps oil, and California makes wine as, and I said that confirmation that specialization in absolute advantage works.
Yeah.
Does that sound good to everyone?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah.
D.
Okay, perfect. All right, we're ready for the quiz, I believe. So I'll go ahead and open that.
Do we all open that together, or one of us?
I believe
I think we all
do
take it
individually.
separately.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. You stay online here.
So
We probably want to stay on just till the end of it, just for the recording.
yeah,
But
just a
we
heads up to you guys. My computer crashed, so I'm on my phone. I'm gonna do
okay.
a quiz after
No
we
problem.
up with each other. So
No problem at all. Okay, so we'll just you guys have the quiz open?
Mm-hmm.
Are you good to go, Wyatt?
Is pretty good. Got it.
Okay, perfect. So for 1, we got D. 2 was C. 3 was C. 4 is C. 5 is B.
6 was
6
C.
is C. 7 is A. 8 is C. 9 is A. 10 is B. 11 is C. 12 is B. 13 is A. 14 is B. 15 is A. 16 is A. 17 is D. 18 is A. 19 is D. And 20 is D. Okay. I'm gonna submit it and see what happens.
fingers crossed.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay. Oh man, we missed a few. So we missed 3.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which ones though.
I hate how it doesn't pull up which ones you missed.
Yeah.
Because if it did, it would be nice because we could work on it and figure out what we did wrong.
Right. Well, the only area that I know of that we were, well, there was 1 or 2 areas that we were kind of hesitant about, and it was, let's see, what was it? It was number 15, and also that other one, 12, that we weren't sure about,
Oh yeah.
and then, I'm not sure. I don't know which other one we weren't sure about.
Hmm.
I got a B. I got 17. You got 17, right?
Yeah, I think
I
we all
got the
got
same.
17. Yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah.
I hope I didn't enter one wrong.
Oh no, yeah, we're just kind of chatting here, like which ones we thought it might have been, and I think we definitely know there was two that we were unsure about. And who knows? I mean, sometimes honestly, when I take quizzes or tests, there's sometimes ones that I'm like, oh, it's got to be that one, and I get it wrong. So there's always that overconfidence bias sometimes. But I mean, I'm good with a B. I mean, it's not perfect, but
I'll take the B.
yeah.
I'll take the. Yeah, I'll take it too.
So, okay, guys. Well, I'll go ahead and post the recording and everything in the discussion, so you guys don't have to worry about that. But yeah, thanks for coming this week, guys. Really appreciate it. And do we just want to plan on 3 o'clock again next week? Does that work for everyone?
Yeah. It's
Is it possible to do 2 o'clock next week? I typically have work at 3.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That works for me. I have Tuesdays off, so
How
Yeah,
about you guys?
I think 2. Let me think. Yeah,
I think
2
that
should work.
I'm starting a new job, so I'll have to see what my schedule is.
okay. Well, yeah, just let us know, Wyatt, and then if we need to make an adjustment, we can. So, I mean, how are evenings for everyone? Like, if we did something like later in the evening, or even early in the morning.
So I have night class on Tuesdays. I have a 3-hour class, 6 to 9.
Okay.
So it would have to be the latest I could do it is like, probably like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Okay. And then Edward, you said you've got. Do they go to work at 3, right?
Well, I work a goofy shift. I work from 7 to 11 and then 3 to 7.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
So, if you guys let me know what's gonna work best, I can work to figure that out.
Okay.
But it's just I realize that there's probably no perfect time. So if you let me know it's gonna work, I can.
Cool.
I mean, if 3 o'clock works for everyone else, then I can try and make that work.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty open on Tuesday up until around 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Then why don't we just assume it'll be about 2 or 3? We can make some confirmations maybe later in the week. Maybe in the day before, whatever. And Wyatt, you can let us know if 2 can work for you. If not, and 3, it looks like it's going to be the winner. Edward, just let us know if you can work that out, and if not, we can just go from there.
All right. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks so much, guys, for coming. Really appreciate it, and we'll see you all next week.
Cool.
Okay, have a good one.
All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see ya.
Bye.